Dear viewers, today is none other than February 14th, of course, the lovely day that is Valentine's Day. You know, while some people are enjoying themselves a nice and lovely romantic evening, we, cultured card gamers, #0GF, zero grand finals, of course, what else could it be, are going to enjoy ourselves a nice evening of playing card games, right? But of course, we can spice it up. We can spice it up a little bit and play card games with our favorite looking units, the ones that we have a particular passion for, a particular connection to. And so today we're going to be doing a deck and fight with none other than Silver Thorns. So I'm even got the new Luna skin to show off, because sadly there's no real lines or anything with Asaka and the Luquier Stride or anything like that. So today we're going to take a look at Silver Thorns, which got some support in Fighters Collection, and now Pale Luna's gotten some support in the G era in general. So I've picked up a couple cards. Now unfortunately I have only pulled one of the Masquerade Dragon, or sorry, the Lunatic Dragon. And he does have a pretty good skill that's quite generic, being on plays Vanguard Circle, G Persona Blast, and gain the 2 skills. GB3 he has an extra crit, and the other skill is when he attacks the Vanguard, put 2 regards to soul, and then your opponent randomly puts one of their back row priority regards to soul as well. And then on top of that, the reason why we run him is his skill that every time a card goes out of your soul, a rearguard goes out of your soul, he gets plus 2k. So this is kind of nice to maybe go into as a first stride if you already have all your pieces and your opponent's if you see that you're not going to be able to push enough with the freaking on-hit stride, this guy, Mr. Clifford, maybe it's worth going into. Or maybe when your opponent's at 5 and you want to just do some Marichka Ana stuff and power up the things you call out, could be worth, but we're just running it as a one of. And then of course we have the new Harry Stride. But I think Silver Thorns are pretty familiar to most people. There's not really many new things. We have countercharging PGs, which you guys have in global now too, and otherwise of course heal gardens as well. The grade 3 ratio, so I talked to Mr. Derek Dow, very famous Luquier main, and basically his lineup was 2 Luquier reverses and 3 base Luquiers. But honestly, when I play against Silver Thorns and ladder, for me it's always the most annoying when there's a crossride active on turn 3. And so I think running 4 base Luquier is probably best, I think, just because then that way you get the crossride status as early as possible. And the nice thing is about focusing on Venus Luquier is that the moment that you can't stride anymore and you don't have a board, you can actually just rely on Venus Lucier's skill to kind of replenish your board and still be able to do some combos if you have the CB left for it. Of course, Marichka is still the most important combo part, together with Ana being able to force out extra attacks even if they hit the rears, which is also very good. 12k attackers, and of course Upright Lion, very important in actually hitting, especially going first. This deck doesn't mind going first. It can hit for really big numbers with the Upright Lion if you've done some combos. And of course Zelma is a big part of being able to extend your combos and the starter for setting up your soul to make those combos, right? So that's all I want to talk about the G-Zone a little bit here. So we have one of the unlocker strides. We have the 2 Cliffords. Clifford is on hit Vanguard. Choose a Great Tour Lore from your soul and you may call it and give it plus 2k. So this is literally free extension. So just like how Marichka and Ana extend, this is a free one. So it can also be, pinged into a Marichka or something that'll make your Upright Lion even stronger. So I think that Clifford is very good just for what he does, makes strong attackers. If you're bricking and you don't really have anything in hand to call out, and you want to just convert anything on your field into good Silver Thorns from your soul, you can go into Mystique Luquier. Mystique Luquier, of course, looks very beautiful. And her skill is once per turn, if you have a Luquier Heart, you can put 2 of your regards to soul charge 2, and then call 2 Silver Thorns from soul, right? So we do still need to do stuff with Silver Thorns. We're not running a lot of the generic Harry stuff that we could be running, so we're still kind of running mostly Silver Thorns because of that. But this is a nice kind of unbrick card. You don't go into it that often. And finally we have the Harry Stride, which is a GB3 Magia on attack to anything, could be rear. Can almost 2 and flip each unit face up, and then put one of your rearguards into your soul, and then choose 3 cards from your soul and call them, and then choose 2 of your opponent's rearguards and put them to their soul, and then at the end of the turn the cards you called go back to the soul. So it's a nice way to, it's pretty expensive counterboss wise, but it basically tucks one of your rears to get 3 out, which means it can basically reset a full board. And then you can also use the Zelma here to reset the full column, and you get 2 fresh attacks out of it. So it's pretty good if you get rushed down and you want to just go into this as I guess in this deck it's more of a 3rd stride, so it is pretty slow. And then his other skill is for every face up Harry in your G-Zone, all of your rearguards get plus 1k. So if you want to stride into him and flip himself face up, he'll give you more power in your rears, which of course is better in the Harry-centric deck, but I guess it's fine in this too. So yeah, this is Silver Thorn. The G-Zone is not really complete. I think optimally speaking, you would want to probably cut down. I think in this deck you would cut down on either the Mystique or the Harry to run a second one of the Lunatic Dragons, because I think it's just better, but I just don't have it, so we're gonna go with what we have here. So yeah, I think Silver Thorns are still very much a powerful deck that has a lot of potential in this current meta, so you can definitely experiment with it. I'll also say, for some reason I don't know how to play this deck anymore. Like, I keep trying it in ladder here and there, and usually just like mess up my combos halfway, so apologies for misplays, they're bound to happen at this point. I just feel like, I don't know, I haven't played this deck in such a long time until recently that I feel like I've just forgotten my combos. So we're gonna take the deck for a spin, play a couple games, you know, and we're gonna see how the date goes. If we win both games, that means the date went swimmingly, and if we lose, then that means it went terrible, which, you know, that's just how Valentine's Day can be, right? That's just how Valentine's Day can be. So let's get into it and see who we're gonna go up against, what kind of decks. I think going first, I really think is okay for this deck, just because that you have the power buff on Luquier that she gains every time you call stuff out. So as long as you open like a Marichka and have a decent soul. Oh wow, look at that. We have the Rummy Labyrinth matchup, both of us with skins, and we're going second, so we get the first stride, so that's also pretty good. Let's see what we draw into here. So we have the 1-over reverse, which is not bad. I think this hand is alright to keep like this. We have right targets, and then hopefully find a Marichka off the starter. That would be optimal, and Zelma and Soul is always going to be good to extend the combos. So we're going to just see how things go. And of course, having the upright line as a rear guard for later will be good too. So far, not too bad. Not too bad. I think we're off to an okay start. So this will probably be against Nightrose. So of course, Nightrose has been the deck I've been mostly playing this season, or this month, I guess. Ever since the new set came out. It's really, really fun, so I do look forward to making a video about it as well. Probably pretty soon. I think after this I'll do Celestials, and then after that I might either like have like Altmal, Asha, and like Sanctuary Guard, stuff like that left over from last set. But then I also really want to do Nightrose. So I might do Nightrose first, just because I've been playing it a lot and just feel comfortable with it. Interestingly, they call the starter to the back, which you don't see very often. Usually you want to just call that out to the side. Also, yeah, for some reason, like, my blue stack sometimes is like really seamless, and then sometimes it gets a little bit like laggy and crunchy, so apologies for that. I'm not sure why that happens at times. I guess we can grab the Venus as a rear guard. Anna is kind of grabbable too here, but more Zelma's never hurt. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna just find more Annas later on. Alright, I think with that we can just kind of swing. No need to push out more than necessary. Get a draw here as well, which is pretty good. Draw into a heal guard, which is not bad either. Better than checking it and not being able to use the effect right. So, is this max Rarity Grand Blue? Because so far, oh my god, I think it's maxed. That's another SP. This looks kind of maxed to me. I mean, we get to take a look at how beautiful SP Nightrose looks, right? I don't think I've even seen it myself yet. Sadly, the starter isn't SP. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Alright, my opponent's probably thinking if he wants to aggress. Usually with Nightrose, you do want to aggress. Alright, show me that SP Nightrose. There it is. Okay, it is full SP. I think it is full SP. Interesting that they use Photon sleeves, though. You'd assume it'd be Nightrose or another arm sleeve, maybe. Oh no, there aren't any other arm sleeves yet. That's right. That's right. Ooh. Kinda want to go for the Marichka here and like start doing little combos already, because let's see, is it worth it though? Is it worth it? We're gonna ride it anyway so we can call it out with the Zelma that we have here. I'm thinking of maybe like, I'm not sure if it's really worth it. Maybe we just kind of like make a booster. What do we have in Soul here? We do have a Zelma. I'm thinking honestly just kind of making a booster and seeing where this goes. My hand is pretty full, but I think it's okay. Let's see. What do we get from this? No defensive, so that's cool. We can just call out the Zelma here because the thing's gonna go back to the Soul anyway. So we can call the Zelma. Don't have to activate its effect, I believe. Alright. Choose not to, and then we can just swing for another damage. And then just keep the upright line there. Alright, so with this, we've pushed to 3. We have first stride, so that's why I'm kind of like not so worried about the upright line. Like, I could have saved that. Wait, yeah, why did I call the upright line? I wanted to call the dragon. I'm literally just having like mental recoil right now. I'm like, I was gonna call the dragon and keep the upright line for next turn. Yeah, never mind. That's why I felt something was off. I just straight up made a mistake, but let's see if we get punished for it. You know, might just get away with it. Okay, he overcalls the starter. Yeah, that's important. That's important. Dude, SP Nightrose looks beautiful. This is full SP Nightrose. That's nice. You don't get to see that very often on ladder, so I'm gonna relish in the moment, you know? Getting to see all the beautiful... Damn, it really is full SP. That is really cool. You know what? That is pretty sick. Okay, we got an Ana. That's good. That's good. All right. We can ride. We don't have Venus to ride, so we're going to ride into the regular. We have some combos in hand, so I think we could technically go into Clifford here. But I don't really want to drop this. That's the thing. Don't really want to drop this for the cost. Maybe we pass on Striding is what I'm genuinely thinking, because then, like, we have, what do we have in Soul? We have a Marichka, right? So we can call that out and, like, do some combos. Honestly, I think we pass on Striding for this turn and just, like, set up the cross-ride status here instead. I think that honestly might be better. Alright, so let's put the Luquier in. Put the Luquier in, call the Marichka out. Like that, so we have cross-ride status, and also Luquier reverse is getting power, so that's also very good. And then we basically just want to call out a column like this, I think. So, with that, how many Zelmas do we have in Soul? 2. Perfect. Alright, well then we can start swinging. So we're going to swing into this, use the effect here, call the Zelma out. So we can just call her behind Vanguard here, no problem. This will go to Soul. And then we can call out the Dragon, because the Marichka is not really doing anything for us anymore. Spedio de Code. Alright, so we're going to swing with this. I kind of want to... Kind of want to swing Vanguard first just to get the heals off, but I don't think I have... I still have 2 heals in deck. Kind of want to go in with this first, but then... we theoretically could make more attacks happen here, so I kind of want to just push. Let's see if he hits a defensive here or not. He does, okay. Then we can hold off on the Ana. We can hold off on the Ana here. And just push with the Vanguard now and pray we don't whiff the heals. Alright, Marichka and an Upright Lion. That's alright, I mean. As long as we're not whiffing heals, that's okay. So push to 5, and now next turn we can basically go into... We can technically go into either the Mystique if we need to push things out of Soul. Or we can go into Mr. The Lunatic Dragon as well, theoretically. Or if it heals down, then we just go into the... we can also just go into freaking... whatchamacallit? Clifford. So yeah, I think 13k base, honestly, for Grand Blue can be pretty annoying, because a lot of their swings are very centric around hitting, like, the 16 magic number line. So we're gonna see if he can get over it. And I think saving a CB there, not using Diana, obviously was a good idea, because we weren't hitting anyway, so might as well keep that for later. And I'm assuming he's not gonna burn his Skeleton Cannoneer on my Ana here, I'm assuming, since we do have another one in hand. We also just straight up don't have Stride Fodder. But luckily we can, like, if we get given 2 CB here... Okay, so he milled 2... No, 3 hollows, right? They all have hollow. Yeah, and then you can... Oh, he doesn't have a Ghosty to revive, so that's not gonna happen, because 2 of them are in the drop. Alright, so gonna use this. Cannoneer, probably gonna kill one of the dragons, I'm assuming. Go into hollow. Damn, just the full SP is so pretty, man. Oh, wow, he killed Diana. Okay. That's fine, honestly. That's perfectly fine. Surprisingly, what would be annoying here is if he hollows both front rows and then just, like, passes an empty front row and then my on-hits don't do anything. But let's see. Let's see. Because technically, he didn't go into hollow here to use the ability. So that means he wants to keep this intercept around. But he's going to hollow that one. Is he going to call out a bone over the Tommy, I wonder. But then he should have called it... Oh, he's overcalling the Cannoneer. That's interesting. So he's going to hollow that. Interesting that he overcalled that. Why is he overcalling so much? He wants to keep both intercepts, I guess. But why? There's no, like, skeleton... There's no, like, There's no freaking Skull Dragon yet in this to make the big drop zone have a huge payoff for the time being. So I'm not sure what he's aiming for, but aiming for something huge, it seems. Alright, we get another draw. We find the Marichka, which is pretty good. I want to top deck a Stride Fodder here. That's the one sad part, is that we don't have Stride Fodders, obviously. You know, because we just... that's not a Stride Fodder, but we got combos. We don't really need to Stride at this point, right? We don't really need to. How should we do this? Marichka swings... I think we just Zelma spam, right? We have 2 Zelmas in Soul still. I think we just do some nice Zelma spam. Like we're made out of infinite Zelma works. And with this we use up both of our CBs, which is also nice. So with that we just do this. And this will refresh the column. Boom, boom. All right, refresh this. Technically just make another Mystique here, it doesn't really matter. I do wanna use this here, because we're still hitting for good numbers here anyway. And then basically overcall. I guess I would like to overcall this, just so we can hit. So we're gonna lose Diana here, but it's kind of okay. Kind of okay. So yeah, damn. We're straight up, man, I'm gonna get the comments again. They're gonna be like, you didn't even go into Mystique Luquier. You lied to us. Just like every time. Alright, give me the heal guards. Sadly, those can't be SP. Alright, swing for 16 again. Give me another heal guard, that's right, and now show me a PG. I mean, I have double heal guard and PG in hand, so I'm kind of chilling. Okay, Irina, hello. Heal whiffed, unfortunately, but it's fine. Look at how big. 50k, that's bigger than a stride. My Vanguard's bigger than my strides, man. Crazy. Alright. So we pass on double intercept again. And no CD. If they were to heal down, then we'll go into Clifford. If we top like a stride potter. If not, then so be it. Alright. Striding into Nightrose. Beautiful. Not SP. We got him. They got the full non-GR SP deck. I understand. I understand. It's if you don't get lucky and pull the GR SP, you can't craft it. So you have to literally like use up. Oh no, he didn't use a skill. Which means he either has like double bone in hand, which would be really bad. Or okay, Rook plus a bone, right? Oh, Nightstorm works too, but you have to swing Vanguard. She has to swing Vanguard, no? Yeah, she does. Okay. Oh, maybe he's gonna push out a bone here. I'm assuming he's gonna push out a bone plus a Columbard. Yeah, it's gonna be bone here, Columbard here, and then Columbard will recall something here. Maybe like a lazy or something, and then I can make more attacks. So let's see. Does he have Columbard? I don't think so. Okay, well, Nightstorm works too, I guess, because this I have to PG, and then he hits with a Nightstorm to make something over this. That's actually really well played. Really well played by my opponent. They know what they're doing. Okay, he heals down. We can Clifford if we draw into a stride fodder. How many great 3s do I have left in my deck? One? One? Really? Hello, I can't see. My brain. My eyes. I have one great 3 in deck. Okay. I see. I see. Okay. Alright, Nightstorm. Time to use a skill. Healing down is pretty huge for my opponent here. I'm like almost screwed here. I don't have any PGs in drop yet, right? So I can't even countercharge, which is a bit unfortunate. So he's gonna hollow this, swing in. I'm gonna heal guard, and then he's gonna be able to use the bone here, and the bone will call out a. Actually, wait, he doesn't hit with anything here, right? Oh, if he does that, okay, that's fair. That does hit. Okay, well done. And he managed to fit during the timer. No hollows. Wow, I can't stride. Unfortunate. That's annoying. Do you have to lock Silver Thorns? No, you can lock anything. I think we'll have to give up the PG and just make any kind of attackers at this point. Alright. Thin the deck. Thin the deck. Show me things that I desire. Your desire. Alright. Limito break. Oh, wow. Luna Sing limit break. That's kind of rare. I like that. That sounds cool. I guess we'll just call Marichka. It's my only grade 2, so at least if I like double heal or something, I only have 1 heal. Yeah, if I heal or something, then that's kind of a saving grace, I suppose, but otherwise, might be yikes. My opponent's shown me most of their triggers, but you never know. Okay, PG gone. There's hope. There's a slight dash of hope here. The heal actually comes through. That's kind of big. But I mean, this is a heal guard to guard. Oh, it hits. It connects. Connective tissue. Oh, into the heal. Damn it. It wasn't meant to be. All right. Could I have done this better? I'm thinking like, could I have gotten away without calling the PG there and still made 3 attacks? I don't think so. Ooh, he's playing risky, man. He's going down to 4 cards in deck here, so he has to really not have any more draws. Or like the one last draw needs to be in his hand. That's a great 2. But I think even if he procs one draw, he's fine. Because he goes down to, let's say he draws. He goes down, yeah, I can still drive check safely. Damn, unless I like saw my last draw into a PG, that would have been my only out. Alright, well, we lost fair and square to be honest. Oh no, never mind. Maybe his last card is a draw? We lost fair and square? Oh, there was the PG. So, not sure if I could have survived if I didn't call the PG down. Interesting, but yeah, that was an interesting game, right? Goes to show you don't even, honestly, Silver Thorns barely even need a G-Zone at this point, just because of how powerful the main deck is in this deck. So, and then you basically use the rest of the package to kind of like unbrick. Like, we were lucky because we had most pieces in our hand as well. Like, having the majority of our combo, oh, the day changed, let's go. By the way, this is like the first day of the season, so that's why. But like we had, all right, sorry, I had to stop myself from talking there because we were about to cut into like the Vanguard 0 opening, and that is a copyright claim on it. So happy birthday, Tetsu. Thank you for not being a copyright claim. Thank you for being based. All right, enough of that. Enough jogging around menus. Let's go play another game. So yeah, that game, like we almost won. If it wasn't for the 6 damage heal, we almost actually had that just literally off of main deck Silver Thorns, which is pretty crazy how powerful that deck still is, even after the nerfs, even after everything. So I definitely see why people, you know, even in the hand, in my hands, you know, I'm definitely not a good player when it comes to this deck. So pretty cool. All right, playing as Link Joker, going first too, which is I'm pretty happy about. We can kind of play this, I'm assuming it's Messiah. We can play this in a way that gives us some breathing room as well. Ana is a bit of a keep. Or we could just kind of hit it for later. I want to find my PGs early as well, and a stride fodder if possible. Zelma Ride is also really nice. So I think we'll just go for that. Ooh, it's the leaders. That might be a little problematic, I think. It might potentially be a little bit scary. All right, let's see if we can hit a Luquier off the top from the very start. Ah, that's good. That's good. Marichka's good. Zelma Marichka is always good. All right, we just pass on that. I mean, we can put the Luquier into Soul again with a Zelma, so it's not really the end of the world, but let's see. Upper line would be nice as well. Ooh, 5k. Maybe I'll top deck Marichka again. Right off the top. All right, they're swinging. Yeah, deleters come up here and there every so often. It is a pretty scary deck. Ah, Marichka went to damage. That's unfortunate. I mean, we have one in Soul, so it's not the end of the world, obviously, but it's also, you know, leaves something to be desired, you know? I think here we just swing. No real point to overstay our welcome, as they say. So we got a dragon. Next turn we can do some things. It'd be nice to have an upright, but for now I think we just ride reverse again. Reverse, even if I run just one copy, man. Even if I run just one copy, reverse Luquier always comes through. She always comes through. It is my favorite form, too. It is my favorite Luquier form. And in V-Series, she seems pretty good, too, now, from the very start. Ooh, 10k base is a little bit annoying, actually. That's a little bit annoying. We heal, though. That's kind of nice. That is kind of nice. Kind of attractive. Alright, well, let's get into it here. Let's ride the Luquier reverse. We have a stride fodder this time around, too, which is great. Great! Alright, let's Soul Charge a Lion first. That's nice. That's definitely good. Get an Anna out. Kind of want to put this behind Vanguard. Because my plan here... No, let's put a dragon and then call a Zelma behind the dragon who will put in the cross ride for us. I think that works. I think. Oh, I could have called the SP down. No, I did call the SP down. Alright. So let's swing with Ana first and make some plays. Make some combos, some wombos. Alright. We get over the defensive. That's good. Excellent start. Excellent start. You like to see it. Then put the Luquier in. And I guess we can call the starter out. It doesn't hurt to, right? Doesn't hurt to. We can make sure that the Vanguard column hits, for sure. And then we swing with the rear guard column here, push to 3 damage. Gets a heal. Not gonna, ooh, infinite 0, wow. That I have not seen you in a hot minute. I haven't seen you in a hot minute, my friend. Although he's still a pretty good card. He's still a pretty good card. Alright, our hand is really struggling. Ooh, he runs mixed heals too. That's interesting, okay. Alright. Well, let's see what this first turn will have for us, because it's the leaders with infinite 0. Oh yeah, there's animations, huh? There do be animations that I may have been climbing in a rapid manner and forgot to re-enable my animations. Sorry. Sorry. Alright, well, let's see what our Star Vader Deleter hybrid opponent has to show us. So at least 2 of the heals are not heal guards. Choosing not to stride. Interesting. Probably has a struggle stride then. I'm assuming he has no other grade 3s in hand. Gonna push just 1 cattle boss, which means this is a really good Clifford turn. Or, since nothing got locked for us, we could actually go into Mystique here. Going to Mystique might be nice. Oh, the whiffed heal. Because Mystique lets us set up a Marichka and then just do like light combos. Because she basically converts this column into something better. So I think might be a point to actually go into Mystique here, or is it better? Because I don't really have good extension. Actually, no, we could go into Clifford, because we can go Ana into the rear column, and that makes a Zelma plus a Marichka column. That goes into face, pushes to 3, that resets again. No, we should probably have a upright line at that point, right? So go this into the rear column, make an upright line column, and then I guess we can try that. It sounds alright. Sounds decent. Alright, let's go into it. Nice. We get a nice little line as well. Okay, that's alright. Let's use a skill to fill up our soul and see what we can fish into. Oh no, the Luquier is not bad. The Venus is also poofing around. Alright, so with this, I guess calling this down would be fine too. Let's do it like this. I'll make the upright line column a bit stronger. I just want to call upright line off of this, that's all. So, let's call upright line so this column can power up. Let's do that first. Just want it to be a bit stronger. And it's gonna go back to soul afterwards as well. So then we can do this, which will make us a Zelma. We also heal and then proc it, which is also very good. Second check, nothing. Double heal. If he doesn't see a defensive here, we can actually make a nice Zelma column that actually connects. Hit the defensive. In that case, maybe we should just free up our field as much as possible to not have front row pops. I think that might be a better idea, right? Because now nothing is hitting, right? Because this is a 9. Wait, do I have a dragon in soul? I do. Wait, 9. That hits, right? I'm pretty sure that hits with the dragon, no? Because this gets +2. We have to move fast, though. Sorry, I'm doing like fucking arithmetics over here as we speak. So this hits for 21 just barely. This hits for 21 just barely. Alright, cool. Oof, okay. I completely forgot about Clifford's +2 for a second there. So glad that I realized that real quick. Alright, we can still hit push to 5. It's pretty good. Worst case scenario, we have to rewrite it to base Luquier next turn. It's not really the end of the world. We might have a locked front row so we can potentially go into the Messiah stride and then use Ana to do combos, I guess, you know. Okay, break right skill, gonna lock my Ana and my dragon, I assume. Dude, I'm pretty proud of that. Can I feel myself for a second? I feel kind of proud of that last turn. Not gonna lie. I haven't really been good at playing this deck for quite a bit now. And that turn didn't feel too bad. That turn didn't feel too bad. Not gonna lie. Alright. Here comes the delete. Yep, there we go. Delete window. So we have to re-ride the Luquier, which means we need to top deck a stride fodder too. Wait, no! We don't need to rewrite anything! What am I talking about? We can stride. Jesus, I'm sorry, that was Pepega of me. Crits. Okay. Crits, stands, and draws, and mixed heals. Very interesting. So I'm gonna get pushed to 4, which is actually really good for me, but this thing is gonna lock my Zelma, which is really annoying. That's a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. We can live with it. We can live with it. Can I still do a Mystique combo with this? Actually, it doesn't have anything for me to hit, right? So... Shush. I'm not gonna discard anything. I'm thinking about the stride into. So this is GB3, so we don't have access to that yet. This doesn't really do us any good either. I guess we could just filter and soul charge, but I don't want to deck out either. We do have to stride into something. I'm thinking we just make 3 attacks. Like, we just make 3 attacks. And so, we have a dragon here. Yeah, screw it. Let's go into the Mystique stride. Why not? At least the characters have different lines for the different strides that they do. So that's also good. That's also good. We just unlock this, I think. We just want to swing it phase 3 times. And I think this is good enough. So we can discard. We have enough grade 2s, I think. I reckon. So we just do this. And then bash. Should have attacked first. Should have attacked with the Vanguard first. What if I flip Stoicheia over trigger? Alright, PG, goodbye. My hand is really low on defense, by the way, so if I, you know, if he does manage to lock me down and survive this, if he survives this turn, I'm pretty screwed. But luckily he doesn't. If he checks a heal, though, I'm pretty screwed. So I chose to attack with Vanguard first in case we need to, like, do something else. But alright, well, that was an interesting Deleter Starvator deck, I suppose, that ran an interesting mixture of triggers. So the day didn't go too bad. Didn't go too bad. Didn't really need to go into Mystique Luquier at all, but of course, the Mystique Luquier in the title and the thumbnail is to signify that this is the G-era Luquier deck, and it's not the Break Right era Luquier deck, you know? For the people that are browsing like several months later, looking at this deck, you know? So yeah, that was Silver Thorns. Like, I think game 1 was pretty cool. It got to show that the deck can really perform well without even striding, which is pretty sick in my opinion. And then the game 2 kind of showed the strides that we can use, you know, Clifford to extend for free and make those like nice 21k columns with a grade 1 in the dragon. And then of course the, you know, Mystique Luquier is there to unbrick you, which we didn't really brick this game, these 2 games at all, so we didn't really need to go into it. And then the other strides was just kind of there for fluff. And of course the Link Joker counter, still a Link Joker counter, so that still came through big time as expected. So yeah, that's the Silver Thorn deck. Have some fun with it. I think it's a really good time. If you're playing in global right now where you don't have access to these strides, I suggest you play 4 Clifford if you have it, but honestly 2-2 is fine. Like you probably want to play a bit more Clifford than Luquier. Luquier at 2 is perfectly fine, and Clifford I guess at 4, like honestly your G-Zone probably looks like 3 Luquiers, 4 Cliffords, and 1 Messiah, so that's what you can go for. But yeah, it's also a deck that doesn't need GRs to play, so it's a really nice strong budget deck too that you can definitely play without GRs and just have a good time. So yeah guys, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please do give it a like. It does mean a lot, and it tells me that you guys like these kind of videos, so I make more of them. Let me know what other decks you want to see in DifferentFights that I haven't covered yet, that are in Fighter Selection and stuff like that, that you feel like maybe I should put up in the priority list as well. So let me know in the comments, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because of course we're getting closer and closer to 50k and I'm trying to reach it, and I need your help. So show this video to your friends too, share it around. But anyway, happy Valentine's everyone. Hope you had a great day today. Hope you have a good day if you're still, you know, in the time zone where there's still plenty of it to go, and otherwise enjoy the content. So that's gonna be it for me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.